Good evening, everyone. Today is Friday, October 16th, and I just wanted to go over my Peloton trade today to show everyone what I was thinking, what I did wrong, what I could have done better, and to journal this for myself. I'm nowhere near the best trader in the world, so maybe if there's something that I missed, I'm always happy to hear constructive criticism. So let's begin with Peloton on the daily. And as you can see, Peloton has just been ripping up. Coming up here, it was extended off the 9, and 2 days ago it put up a doji that had higher volume than any of the past 7 trading days before it. So I was definitely thinking that this could be the top. In addition to that, its RSI was slightly above 80, so really showing that this could be the top, but a day trade, not swing trade, because as you can see, yesterday had an engulfing day, and I was clearly wrong. And even today, although it sold off the whole day, as you can see from either the 1 or the 5, it still posted higher highs and higher lows, so definitely interesting, and had this on my watch list today just because of this, how it's been going. So if I start on the 1 towards the open, you could see that Peloton came and bounced off the pre-market low. Coming up, it posted this nice volume candle around here, showing that maybe it wanted to make a pivot and go down lower. And it didn't do that because, or at least I think, because there was still a good sized chunk of asks towards the high side, and as you could see, all these topping tails was just getting rid of all those asks, selling them off, so that we could start to move lower and distribute all these shares out so market makers could refill their shelves at more retail, or wholesale rather, prices. I did want to take this on the short side, but I wanted more confirmation. Maybe if one of these candles threw up good volume, I would have taken it, or if it came down a little bit and made kind of a double top, which is always my preferred confirmation, is always the best for me. But it didn't, so unfortunately I missed the move down. It was at, as you can see, 139.75 is the high, and came all the way down to 128.67. So to anyone who was able to take that trade, definitely congrats, because let's actually go back. From this high, it had, for the most part over here, increasing volume on the way down, which once you're in a trade is always good to see, and kind of tells you that you could hold on for a bit. So I was waiting for this to reverse at some point, and 2 hours later at around 11:30ish is when it started, 11:15 more so. So I saw this candle here with 530,000 shares. It was the highest of the day, so that definitely caught my eye. Now, you could have thought that this might have been the bottom, but it was not, because if you saw on the level 2, there was still a good amount of bids down here that dragged the price down to it. The market makers absorbed those shares down here, threw up this volume here that I like to see, because it signaled that very well could be the bottom. Had 2 separate candles that hit the same price to the penny, also reassuring. And then we had it come up on decreasing volume, hit the 20. And I point out this decreasing volume because it's definitely easy to get FOMO and jump into this trade right here when you think this is the bottom, but in hindsight, you definitely could have thought this might have been the bottom with this volume. So it came up with that decreasing volume, which told me that there was a good chance that it would come back down and test this area, which lucky for me it did, and it did that again. Oh, sorry. Whatever. It did that in decreasing volume. So after it did that, I always wait, even though this isn't the cleanest double bottom, so with double bottoms or double tops, I always wait one candle, and then on the break of that candle is where I'll go long or short. And I entered here, and when I entered, it was pretty reassuring that for the most part, it had increasing volume on the way up. So we came up and rejected right here. Now, why did we reject here? If we look on the 15, you could see right here that that is the 200 simple moving average on the 15. So we came back down and consolidated for a bit. We had the 50 SMA come along with the 9 and 20 that were here. A lot of crossing over the moving averages, and for double tops or double bottoms, I always put my stop loss at the open or close, whatever one is lower, depending on, of course, whether it's a bullish or bearish candle of the second top or second bottom. So it was about here. I wasn't too worried about stopping out, but came past my entry, so that's not the best thing to look at on realized negative, of course, but I stuck through it, and we came back up, and I wasn't sure at this point whether it would hit this 200 SMA on the 15, reject it again, and then just come and make a new low of day and continue on lower. So my plan was to take a 50% partial over here, and then move my stop loss to break even. Unfortunate for me, I took, rather than the 50%, I accidentally exited from my position. I was planning on taking a partial, it was here. Here there was a large amount of asks on the level 2 congregating here, so I was just going to jump in front of it and partial out there if I were still in the trade. But as you can see, continuing on, Peloton came all the way back up to VWAP. So in hindsight, my trade was, I mean, I can't be mad with it. I made 1.5 R, 1.5 of what I was risking. But I did miss out on this bigger move up. Was a mistake. I could have managed it better. And congratulations to anyone who took that trade and was able to manage it better than I did, or hold it better. So yeah, I plan on posting some trades next week. I hope everyone has a nice weekend, and I will see you then.